Hey darling, so I owe you like 7 videos, so bear with me on getting them back up and together. I also have just been fucking angry, so I'm just trying not to be like fucking angry. I think I surround myself by like really incredible people in my life, and so it's just one of those things that like as I'm like doom scrolling and I see all of the ways that like people actually speak and talk about women, and may God have mercy on their souls, because I just can't think that anything is going to go right for them in the long run. So that's all I can really say about it. And that's the yoga in me. The human in me wants to literally punch their smug motherfucking fat faces right in the throat. And I know that that is not the yoga thing to do. I also want to look at like their fear and like their shame, but I'm just like, but has it been your family and your bloodline that's been like perpetuating this evil in the world forever? Like that's really where I've been at recently. And then I've been really trying not to be mad at friends, because I really do think that like we really just do the bare fucking minimum, and I think after living in community with Black women, and I see how hard they work for the liberation of all people, and white women just skate along and like just give money when they can, and like we just, I feel like the amount of dedication to liberation for all people is just very disproportionate. And at the same time, I'm like always in like my space of like, like you need to sleep, you need to rest. And a part of me is like, Black women need to sleep and need to rest as a part of the resistance. White women need to work a little bit fucking harder, like, and raise your voice a little bit more, and put yourself out on the line, like Black women have been doing for fucking years. And it just makes me so mad, like. And I will take a broad brushstroke to a lot of like people, because, I really do think like either you're voting for Trump out of a space of fear that you don't recognize. You're either really that ignorant to think that his policies are going to benefit you, and you have been placated to the nth degree. Or like, I don't know if it is that space of fear that you like fall in line hoping that like when they come, they won't come for you too. If it's that type of like sense of things, but like, it's just really hard for me to see it, and I really want to feel for people who may be living in that state of fear, but I do not live in a state of fear. I live in a state of fury. And I don't know like what to do with that fury at this point in time. Like I went out and had dinner like by myself last night and just got like a salad. And it was like people were like out fucking celebrating. And I'm like, you do realize that like, and I just literally, to me, I just feel like I just see Nazis everywhere. Like I think I'm mad because if I'm not mad, like I'm gonna go there right now, like I'm gonna just cry. Like, it's very ignorant to believe that history won't repeat itself. And my question is like really what side of like the genocide are you going to fall on? It's just crazy to me. So I think back to that guy that when Trump won that first election, and he approached me like in the coffee shop as I was having a coffee with my friend Daniel, and Daniel had this big wide brim hat on. I don't know if I told you this story. And he essentially like sat down right next to us. There was open seating everywhere. We were like the 2 people in there, but he sat down at a table right next to us. essentially like listened in on the conversation as I was having this conversation about like, you know, how do we build peace? What does that look like? What does that look like to bring more people together, like within community? Like, do you start like through a way of business and then move into more of a community measure? Like, how do you do it, right? Talking from a very optimistic stance. And as I'm like going to put our dishes like up to the counter, this guy like turns to Daniel and is like essentially like, you know, I like your hat. Is it you? Could it be me? And the minute I'm like walking back, I'm like, this guy is a fucking asshole. And he's like, and Daniel's like, oh, it is me. I really do like it, you know? And the other guy's like, he's like, but it can't be me. He's like, and I can't be you and you can't be me. And I'm just like, why are you sitting here talking to my friend in riddles? I was like, who are you? And I just remember like shaking his hand so hard I was gonna like break it. I was so fucking mad. And he's like, that's a pretty hard handshake. He's like, you know, from where I come from, that's intimidation. And I said, where I come from, it's a sign of respect. Like, or mainly I'm going to crush you, but regardless. And so he goes off like on, you know, you guys are sitting here talking about peace. I'm like, I'm sorry, we didn't even invite you into our conversation. So what gives you the right to like insert yourself? Like, with your penile discussion. And he's like, you know, I bet you like didn't vote for this guy. Turns his book over and it was like Trump's book, like Art of like Making the Deal. He's like, I bet you voted for Bernie. He's like, I bet you feel in the burn now. And he's like, you know, you want to sit here and talk about peace. You don't know anything about peace. You think that you know anything about war. You know nothing about war. You know nothing about death and blood. And I was like, I said, oh, I'm so sorry. And thankfully, my quick wit in the moment, in terms of the fact that I was on my period, I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, I don't know if you know. I was like, but I bleed every month and blood is always on my hands. I was like, so don't ever tell me that I don't know anything about fucking blood and how to process it. And in terms of me having the conversations with myself in terms of the blood that I process for my bloodlines and all of the women, right, that have come before me and the things that they've done and the things that they haven't done and the things that they've had to atone for having fucked up sons like you. Like, I just, Jane, he was like, you didn't have to say that. I literally, the visual I said to my mother, I was like, I wish I could have ripped my tampon out and smacked him across the fucking face with it. That's how I felt. And that is how I feel right now. I literally want to be slapping people with bloody tampons. I fucking cannot comprehend how people operate this way. Like, and I understand it's a space of fear, and at the same time, God, like, and I know it is a story that is older and longer than us, but at the same time, I digress. I'm sorry, this was a long one. So I'm gonna do a short little flow. I gotta go check my friend's dogs, then I gotta go in and work at the restaurant tonight, and most likely deal with a bunch of people and be sitting around gloating. And we had one girl at the restaurant post. Mind you, she is pregnant with, her boyfriend is black. And she said, you know, there's about to be a gender reveal tonight for the country. This was on Tuesday, obviously. I hope it's a boy. Bitch. I was like, God have mercy on your fucking son. That is how I feel about all of that. Maddening to me, Jane. Fucking maddening. All right. That being said, let's do a little yoga. Sorry if you were coming into this in a calm and peaceful place, everybody. But that is not where I've been sitting recently. And hence the reason I do this practice, so I can calm the fuck down. Because I'm a triple Cancer and I can either go to complete fury and blackout mode, or I can be a ray of light and sunshine. I would rather sit here, but thank God for the fire, because shit would not get done. Okay. Running down through your seat, let the crown of the head lift high to the sky. Allow yourself to come into your breath. Nice deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale through your mouth. Again, big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. 2 more breaths. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Allowing yourself to come into a nice steady inhale and exhale through your nose. Always starting off our practice from a space of gratitude. We give gratitude to the universe, just recognizing an energy that's bigger than us, that knows better than us, that we're still collectively a part of, is everybody, so God. We give gratitude to the earth, because she reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity, that we have everything that we need and that we ourselves are more than enough. We give gratitude to the indigenous people of these lands, the Northern Cheyenne and the Crow, the Salish, the Blackfoot, Lakota, and Sioux. We're reminding ourselves that gratitude for the people is just the first baby step in us coming into right relationship and doing the right thing. It goes thought, word, and then deed. Give gratitude for this practice of yoga, because it reminds us that we as human beings are innately good. We're kind and honest, generous and just. We give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice, from a space of ahimsa, also known as loving action. We give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, recognizing our and their trials and triumphs, traumas, tribulations, and transgressions, and holding ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore from damages that have been done in order to build a peaceful, loving, and liberated world for 7 generations and beyond. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, you can draw them into your mind's eye. Take a nice deep inhale and breathe them all the way down into your heart center. And then on your exhale, send them love. When you're ready, go ahead and blink open your eyes. Allow yourself to come back into your room and into your space, and then kind of casually glance around, just noticing any detailing that maybe you didn't notice prior. And then you're going to slowly turn and look out past your left shoulder. Eyes move into the side of your skull. Sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulder blades down your back. And then slowly move your chin through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Turn and look out past your right shoulder. Lift through the crown of the head. Look out past the side of the skull. Roll your shoulder blades down and back. And then slowly bring your chin all the way back to your center line. Take your hands to your knees and do some small circles with your heart and chest, moving yourself forward and backward. Just engaging your low belly, opening up through your heart and your chest and your spine for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, and then slowly take yourself back the opposite way for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bring yourself back to your center line. Exhale, round into yourself. Chin in towards your chest. Inhale, heart and chest move you forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, forward. Exhale, bring yourself back to your center line, and then inhale, arms come high to the sky. Exhale, palm comes down to plant, and you reach your opposite arm up and over. Roll open through the heart and the chest. Breathe here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly pull yourself through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Breathe and reach for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull yourself all the way back to your center line. Sweep that opposite arm up and over, cup onto your ear. Release any tension that you're holding from the tips of the fingers all the way up into the crown of the head. Big inhale. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more big breath here. Exhale, release, bring your head back to your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Sweep the arm up and over, cup onto the ear. Sit up nice and tall. Press down through the round of the palm for 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Nice deep inhale. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Bring your head all the way back to your center line. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, tent. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, roll over your knees and shins and bring yourself into your tabletop. Wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Allow yourself to come into some big barrel rolls, so checking in with your femur bones, your hip joints. Oof, don't worry, that's just my hip. I swear to God. When people talk about holding things in their body, it's very, very real. So slowly allow yourself to move through it, and then bring yourself into your cat pose, pressing around. And then inhale, drag your heart and chest through and into your cow. Exhale, pressing around. Inhale. Heart and chest move forward. Exhale, press around. Inhale, bring yourself back to your center line and extend your right leg out behind you. Press back through the heel and then float your toes up and off the mat, and then reach through your left fingertips. Reach and squeeze. Inhale out. Exhale, squeeze for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze and hold. And then slowly tuck your back left toes and send your right leg high to the sky. Big inhale, hold here. Exhale, knee to nose. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, back and high. Spot your right thumb and step your right foot up to meet your right hand. Hop your left toes out and over. And then inhale, high crescent lunge. Arms come high to the sky. Exhale, take your heart and chest over the top of the thighs. Your fingertips reach back behind you. You keep pulling back through your right hip, engaging your left leg, and then drop your back heel down to the earth and pinwheel yourself up and into your warrior 2. Big inhale. Check in with your hips. Your belt line should be parallel down to the earth. Hold here. Flip the front palm and then take it back. Reach up and overhead. Put a little bit more of a bend in the knee and then slowly pull yourself up. Straighten through the front leg and hinge at the hip. Come into your triangle pose. Opposite hand comes high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then release the hand and float your hip over the top of the thigh. Reach through your fingertips. And then pull yourself up. Turn your toes in and your heels out. Star pose. Squat down into your goddess. Inhale, arms high. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale high. Exhale. Take the hands to the tops of the thighs. Press them away from you and drop down through your right shoulder. Turn and look out past your left. Inhale. Pull yourself back to your center. Same thing. Drop down through your left and turn and look out past your right. Pull yourself back to your center line. Arms come high. Turn your toes in and kick your heels out. And dive down and over the tops of the thighs. Let yourself swish and sway back and forth, side to side. Let your head hang heavy. And then you're slowly gonna walk yourself back towards the top of the mat. Drop down to your back left knee, toes split flat. Inhale, arms high. Sweep your right hand back behind you, reach. Take the right hand down the backside of the left thigh, lift up and over. Breathe deep into the base of the belly, and then take your left elbow to the outside of the right knee as you press into your palms and look out past your right shoulder. Exhale, slowly release. Take your right, or both of your hands to either side of your knee, and then step both of your feet back into plank. Drop down to your knees, and then same thing on the opposite side. Left leg comes back behind you. Go ahead and extend and into your floating table. Reach, exhale, squeeze. Inhale out, exhale, squeeze. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the knee up into the chest, tuck the right toes, and then send your left leg back and high. Big inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, press around and squeeze. Inhale back. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more. Inhale back. Exhale, squeeze. 1 more time. Inhale back. Exhale, squeeze. Spot your left thumb. Step your left foot up to meet your left hand. Hop your right toes out and over, and then inhale. High crescent lunge. Hold here. Put a bend in your back knee. Bring yourself down and over the top of your thigh. Hold here. And then exhale, drop your back heel and pinwheel yourself up and into your warrior 2. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Keep reaching. Flip your front palm. Send it back. Put a bend in the front left knee and move it towards your baby toe as you keep reaching your fingertips up and over. Big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself up. Hinge at your hip as your hand comes down to your shin. Opposite hand comes high to the sky. Keep reaching, keep rolling your heart and chest open. Try not to grip with the toes. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale. And then pull yourself all the way up. Toes turn out, heels turn in, star pose. Big inhale. Exhale, squat. Inhale up. Exhale, squat. 3 more. Inhale, high. Exhale, squat. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale, high. Exhale, take the hands down to the tops of the thighs again. Drop your right shoulder down to look out past your left. Inhale, back to your center. Drop your left shoulder down to look out past your right. Inhale, back to your center. Arms come high. Turn your toes in and your heels out and float down and over the tops of the thighs. Wide angle forward fold, bend, drag the crown of the head down towards the earth. Let it hang heavy. Exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly walk yourself all the way back to the top of the mat. Drop down to your back right knee, toes flip flat. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Sweep the left hand back, right hand forward. Hold here. Take that left hand down the back side of the thigh, right hand high to the sky, big inhale. And then exhale, draw your right elbow to the outside of the left knee, press into your palms, turn and look out past your left shoulder. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Both hands come down to the earth, pick up your back right knee, step your left foot back to meet your right, drop down to the knees, cross your ankles, and roll over and onto your seat. Extend your right leg long, sole the left foot to the inside of the thigh, turn your torso towards your straight leg, and then inhale, arms high. Exhale, down and over. Hook in with the heel, pull back through the hip, engage your low belly. Allow yourself to breathe here. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Again, nice deep inhale. And exhale, last one, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly walk your hands up your shins. Same thing on the opposite side. Swap out your feet, move your seat. Turn your heart and chest and torso towards your straight leg. Inhale, arms high. And then exhale, down and over. They've also been cutting trees all day and taking out huge logs around my house. I've just been inside, hoping nothing falls on top of my roof. I feel like when they start to cut the trees is when that is my indicator to get the fuck out. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. And exhale, 1 more time, big inhale. And exhale slowly. And as you can see, I've already started packing. Legs come out in front of you. Flex your toes in towards your face. Inhale, arms high. And then exhale, fold yourself down and over the top of your thighs. Pull your elbows to either side of your calf. Engage your low belly. Keep pulling the crown of the head towards the top of the feet. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly walk your hands all the way up. Shift your seat forward. Come all the way down onto your back. Pull your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. And then exhale at the back of the skull. Come all the way down to the earth. Squeeze and hold. And then slowly release. Let the legs move all the way down to the end of the mat. If there's any final posture that you need to do, please take it now. Happy baby, supine twists, or you can come into your shavasana, allowing yourself just to ground and to come back to your breath. A little sentiment for us all to take with us as we move into the final days of this week. We'll do this card. Grounding. The awe. Anchor into the earth and always feel at home. Circumstances have affected your energy, and you may be feeling disconnected, scattered, or overwhelmed. You may be bumping into things, forgetting if you lock the door or turn the iron off when you left the house. And in all of those moments, stop whatever you're doing and breathe and let yourself be here. Call your dispersed energy back to your heart. Imagine any imbalanced or excess energy flowing into the earth and feel the calmness of nature in exchange. Nature uses this energy for growth and expansion. This is a symbiotic, co-creative process that you need to remember and honor. When you recenter, you'll begin to feel more aligned, relaxed, and at peace. This may also be a message to spend more time outside. Nature lovingly resets our energy, holds no judgment, but simply allows and accepts. Before it gets too cold, wherever you are, everyone, maybe take a moment to step outside barefoot or lay down on the grass. And remind yourself to meditate and do yoga and to come back. Maybe do some organic food and vegetables and try plant-based eating if it feels right to do so. Or wherever you are and whoever you are, remember that you're loved and that you are wonderful and you are kind. And if your actions and your words, myself included, obviously in the beginning of this class, do not equate to a space of kindness, check yourself. Come back into alignment, right, with who you are. You can do it really quickly, right? And fuel your anger into a space of good, in a space of change. The sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in me sees, honors, and reflects the sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in each of you, the collectively in all of us. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me and for trusting me with your bodies, hearts, spirits, and souls. And when you do leave this space, be sure to go in peace and remember to serve love always, because love is our only pathway to liberation, y'all. Thanks so much, everyone. Peace and love.